Hello gamers and welcome to another WARNO preview video. I've got access to a preview build, so things are subject to change, but I can show you the content of the upcoming Nemesis DLC, the first Nemesis DLC. The Nemesis DLC is a concept taken over from Steel Division 2, where you get basically two divisions, and it also kind of bridges the gap between two larger expansions. And yeah, the first two divisions we get is the 101st Airborne Division Air Assault and the 56 separate guards or Desantno Sturmowa Brigada. On the Soviet side, two air assault brigades, but with not that much forward deployment for reasons. And with later Nemesis DLCs, you will have a chance to choose between three pairs of divisions, and they will be introduced, and then there will be a vote, and then the winner will be implemented into the game, and the others are shelved and maybe return at a later stage or maybe not. So I'm going to show you the 101st Airborne Assault first. So let's take a look at the general slots first. Logistics, these slots for an air assault or an air division, really cheap. Infantry slots, artillery slots, this will be not the strong suit of the division. Neither will be the tank slots. There have been some changes to the historic 101st Airborne, basically by attaching parts of the 100, I can't read my handwriting, 194th Armored Brigade, so we can see some tanks here. And also of the 160th Special Operations Aviation, and that gives some more helicopters. Then rack and tab, decent slots here, 5 rather cheap slots, that's pretty cool. AA, another problematic part of this division, I think, costly and not much choice. Helicopters rather cheap and lots of slots. And air, yet another problematic part of the division, I think. So let's jump to the logistics first. And here you can see a new vehicle, the supply mule. You get 20 and it's only 300 supply, but I think it's pretty cool. Then you get the supply goat with slightly more supply, obviously slightly higher cost and less availability. Also new. Then you get the UH-68 supply helicopter, already known. That's one thing I like in WARNO, that you can also see here in the division overview, you know, where the unit can be found already. I also took some notes, obviously, from the dev diary. Then you get the Chinook supply helicopter if you want more supplies at once. Obviously no forward operating base or FSP, forward supply point, in an airborne division. And then you get two helicopters here. Sorry, I misclicked here. Yeah. Okay, this one is a bit beefier with weapons, but yeah. Then you get the Humvees as well. So I think this might actually be a good choice because it's because you get 3 on the card. Now then, the infantry tab. I'm writing down the times as well. I think the infantry tab is obviously the strong suit of this division. There has been a rework of all those arrow rifle units, and I think in the... where is it? Let's actually just quickly check. In the 82nd Airborne, they are still called arrow rifles, but they will be renamed to air cav in other divisions. So yes, kind of like a rework. So let's jump back into the division. 101st Airborne Air Assault, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so you get your HMGs. They can typically they can come in helicopters or Humvees in this division. You get military police. You get military police with a recoilless rifle. And then you get the Aero Rifles Fire Team Leader. It's only 3 men with a sniper rifle. Shock. That's what they kept. They are not forward deployable though. Then you get the Fire Team 84. You get the Aero Fire Team Dragon. Yeah, which has a much better range, but obviously you need to do manual guidance. You get a little Humvee with a tank gun. I think that can be quite nice to harass the enemy. You get the Aero Rifles Leader, and then you get the Aero Rifles 9-man strong. So this is an advantage over the Soviet Air Assault Division. They have less men in the divisions. Aero Rifles Dragon and Aero Rifles 84, which is kind of a special unit. They can only come in the Chinook, but they are almost 50% more strength, more people, so that's pretty cool. And you definitely want to take them. You only have 1 of them. The Soviets have 2 chunky squads. And you get the Aero Engineers leader, and also the Aero Engineers, which are new, I think. 10-man strong. Explosives could be good for this new urban city map. Then you get the Green Beret leader, already known from Territorial Commando Süd. They can only come in the Chinook. And you get the Green Beret ODA, and that's another new unit. 14-man strong, pretty cool. Sniper rifle, rocket launcher. And as you can see here, for the first time, because of an UI rework, it's possible to have like a 4th weapon slot, and it's been used for the Green Berets ODA. It's not the not going to be the only unit with 4 weapon slots, only for now, and there will be a rework of existing units as well in the future, according to the dev diary. So it's basically, yeah, an interesting change here. And also I read in the dev diary that ODA means Operational Detachment Alpha, and yeah, they fought in Vietnam like the A-Team, and that's where the A in A-Team comes from. And then you get Aero Toes. They can come in the Goat, which is okay speed. They can also come in the Blackhawk, which is much faster, maybe a bit riskier to deploy. Yeah, so yeah, infantry, definitely the strong suit of this division. Now let's jump to the artillery tab. Yeah, you get the Aero M252, and they are allegedly new 81mm mortars, basically. So nothing super exciting to write home about. You get a 107mm mortar. You get the 105mm howitzer, and you get the 155mm howitzer as well. That has to come in a truck. Let me just quickly check if I missed something here with the vehicles. I think I did not. Okay. Yeah, so this is not the strong suit of the division, I think it's fair to say. And let's move on to another tab that's not the strong suit, and that's the tank tab. You get the Mule ITO, so better than an iPhone in a war zone is an ITO, I guess. And you also get the Humvee TOW, which I think is better availability-wise. You have 1 less, but it's faster in all regards. And it has a better accuracy and only 1 less availability. So I think, I mean, you could upgrade that, but still, the Humvee seems much better. And then you get 2 cards of Abrams, and then 1 Abrams commander. And you might want to use them all, I'm not sure. Possibly, at least. That's the tank tab. Now let's jump on to the Recon tab. In the Recon tab you get some snipers. They can also come in the... Okay, they've got forward deployment as well. Okay. Interesting that... Yeah, there's a Still, it's work in progress. They've got the Airborne symbol, but they are not Airborne. And yeah, you get the Humvee AGL with the grenade launcher as well. Then you get the Kiowa and the Kiowa with the Hellfire missiles. Lovely penetration, quite the jump in price, of course. But with the range, I think this is really cool. Then you get the quick fix too, with a jammer. You get the Aero Scouts, which are new. They can come in a Humvee or in a Black Hawk with weapons. So 10 men strong, not too bad. And then you get the ground surveillance radar variant. They get 1 extra optics when they are stationary. I'm not sure if it's worth it. You lose 2 men. You have to pay quite a bit more, but you get a sniper rifle as well. And then you get a new unit, the Delta team or the Delta operators. Then they can come in this new Humvee Delta as well. It looks pretty cool, and it has all the good things like special forces as well. Prime mover, designed to tow heavy equipment on the battlefield. Is that new? I think that's new, right? Yeah, so here you get some options for the vehicle as well. Only airplanes, only helicopters and foot, I reckon. No vehicles here other than, like the Humvee Delta, of course. Let's jump over to AA. In the AA tab, yeah, you get the Stingers, and you could bring them in the Mule. Still a graphical issue here, but that's not a problem. It will surely be fixed till release. Like I said, it's a preview build. And then you get some attached pivots here. Yeah, but this is just a pivot, and nothing to write home about actually. And you get an AA helicopter. Also, 60 points. Pooh. It's a tough AA tab in my opinion. Let's go to the helicopters. And you get the little bird here. It's also commando or special forces. You get the another little bird that's got slightly better weapon loadout with an additional rotary cannon here, slightly more rockets as well. MH-60A. Anti-ground missiles, you get the Heavy Hawk. Get the Cobra from the Apache helicopter, and you get the Tow Cobra as well. Nice AT helicopter. You get the Apache 64A variants as well, and some Apache variants, and this one is actually new, the ATAS, surface to air, which is cool. Air to ground, this is a cool helicopter. And you get the Apache ATGM. So this is a better variant. I just wonder why the ATAS is the same price. Availability is the same. I mean, it has half the Hellfires. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, you trade a bit. Now let's go to the Air tab. And the Air tab is also a bit thin. You get the Phantom 2 AA, Phantom 2 HE, Phantom 2 Napalm. You get the F-111 FHE with an unguided bomb. or unguided bombs rather, high agility and ECM, which is nice. And then you get one card of the Eagle. The Eagle is a really cool AA plane, quite costly though, but this AA tab is nothing to write home about. So the conclusion, I think with this division, you need to rely heavily on obviously on your infantry and support it with helicopters. So this is the playstyle you have to go for. Push aggressive with your infantry, probably have some support with AT missiles here from your Humvee, and in particular your Abrams, and then you need to push really hard, really fast, get into the positions quickly, and then wear down the enemy and engage him in CQC. I think that without the forward deployment, without the tanks, without a good air tab, it will be tough to fight on more open maps, or on the very open maps. So this is more like a CQC type of division, I think, but I'm not an expert. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and stay tuned for more WARNO content. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Until then, bye for now.